Hello, everybody. This is Swati live from New Delhi. One more day in India, and then I'll be traveling to Los Angeles. Today, we are going to do another type of breath awareness meditation. But before we get into that, a little bit of logistics. If you have any comment, any story about your experience with mindfulness camp, or anything, if you have downloaded my app to meditate, if you have any experience using it, please email me to meditatetogether@gmail.com. Number 2, meditatetogether@gmail.com, and let me know if it is okay for me to use it, to put it on my social media. If you prefer your name not being used, I can definitely just say anonymous. I would love to get your stories, your comments, because that's the way we can spread the word of mindfulness. If you are benefiting from it, it would be worth spreading the word to other people who can also benefit from mindfulness. So, breath awareness meditation. Before that, I would like to tell you a story of Jon Kabat-Zinn. Some of you may already know about him, but for those who are not that familiar with this name, Jon Kabat-Zinn can be attributed. We can attribute this. Jon Kabat-Zinn was the person who made mindfulness into a secular yet sacred tool for stress reduction. So Jon Kabat-Zinn was also a Buddhist student. He was studying Buddhist ideas and philosophy in Massachusetts. He himself belonged to the University of Massachusetts. He was a molecular biologist with all the credentials. But when he was studying Buddhism, suddenly he realized, one of those aha moments, he realized that, hey, this is really philosophy or psychology, or it's really a tool that can do a lot of good. It's nothing to do with religion or rituals, or you don't have to get into any of that kind of stuff. It's about meditation and plus awareness that can lead to stress reduction. So he started coming up with a program called MBSR, Mindfulness-Based Stress Reduction, which is an 8-week long program. You get together with your teacher once a week. In between, on your own, you meditate. He added some yoga, some movement, what he thought was appropriate. That was his passion. He wanted to spread the word. So what he did was he started offering this particular class, MBSR class, to the patients in University of Massachusetts Hospital, especially the patients who were not reacting to other kinds of medicines when it came to stress. When he offered it, he found that a lot of people benefited from it. So he decided to make research studies with a control group where they were not given the mindful meditation MBSR class, and the ones who were given MBSR class. And the ones who had MBSR, their relationship with stress changed. What does that mean? What that means is the way they dealt with, first of all, they did not feel as stressed out. Even when they did, their rational thinking kicked in faster. And first of all, the way they dealt with stress, that itself changed. After these studies, this particular program was exported to a lot of other hospitals. And then soon, as it turned out, by now, most hospitals will have some kind of mindfulness meditation type of a group, if not full MBSR. I'm going to share a screen with you about Jon Kabat-Zinn for those who want to know a little bit about him. As you can see, I already have a link called mindful.org. This is a magazine as well as a website where they post things about mindfulness. And Jon Kabat-Zinn's interview was showcased there, which you may find. Okay, I have to look for it. I'm going to look for that and I will share it with you guys very soon. Yeah, okay, John Kabat-Zinn. This is the one. So let me see now. I'm going to go to the technology of sharing it with you guys. And let me know if it works. Do send me comments. Okay. So mindful.org and John Kabat-Zinn video series on mindful.com. And as it reads, when he started MBSR, he didn't have a detailed plan, just a passion and an inkling that lots of good would come of it. Now, 36 years later, he talks with us about the present and future of mindfulness. So that's something you may be interested in reading. He has a couple of very well-known books about, one of them is about dealing with catastrophe, full catastrophe living, that's what it's called. And I'm going to get rid of this from the bottom. Okay, so now I'm fully here and we are going to all sit either in the chair or on the floor. I showed you the video yesterday and I hope that you all know how you want to meditate. Spinal cord straight. And at this point, we are going to do the breath awareness meditation, but in a different way. We are going to pay attention to the breath by paying attention to the nostrils, this area. So the attention will be in the nostrils and the breath goes in. You notice how the nostrils are receiving the breath. Breath goes out and you notice how the nostrils are feeling when you let go of the breath. So that's going to be the breath awareness meditation. So let's begin. So here we are meditating together, live with me, breath awareness. Take a few deep breaths first, with your spinal cord straight and your shoulders relaxed. And now, understand that breath is life, breath is source of life, breath is the anchor, breath is our center. And we are going to be aware of how our body is receiving the breath by paying attention to the nostrils. So let the attention stay in the nostrils. When the breath comes in, notice how the nostrils are receiving it. Is there any itching, twitching, tingling, anything of that sort? Just notice. There may be a breezy feeling. There may be a burning feeling. Whatever it is, just notice. In case your nostrils are flaring or nostrils slightly rising, just notice. Just notice. You're not changing the breath. You're not making it long or short or deep or do any breath exercise. All you're doing is your breath is normal. Just exactly the way your body at the moment wants to take the breath in. Just notice it by noticing the movements in the nostrils. Each moment is a new moment. Each breath is a new breath. With child curiosity, you notice the breath. If your mind is wandering around, that's okay. That's the nature of the mind. It's called monkey mind for a reason. Once you realize it, just say to yourself, aha, that's my mindful moment. Let me go back to the nostril. Let my attention go back to the nostril. And I will start paying attention to the breath again. Shoulders relaxed. It's just you, your body, and your breath. Observing the breath, paying attention to the nostrils. If your nostrils are itching or somewhere else, if you notice that some other part of your body is hurting or itching or anything of that sort, try not to react to it by either scratching or doing something like in terms of action. You don't need to do anything. Just let it be. Just stay. If some part is terribly hurting, you want to adjust your body a little bit, that's okay. But anything beyond that, try not to do it. The itch will go away after some time and body will adjust itself. Breathe in, I pay attention to my nostrils. Breathe out, I do the same. Breathe out, nostrils. Breathe in, nostrils. Breathe out, nostrils. If your attention is wandering around, come back to the nostrils. Aha, this is my mindful moment. Have a curiosity in your mind at all times about your nostrils. So this is how my nostrils are taking in the breath. There's a slight burning on the left side, or there is a breezy feeling, or maybe my left nostril seems blocked. Whatever it is, just notice. Your mind may have gone to other places, other pictures, other associations, getting lost, daydreaming. Once you realize that, aha, this is the mindful moment. Let's come back to the nostrils. What's going on there? If any of the feelings come to your mind, I feel so distracted. I'm not able to focus. My mind wanders around too much. I'm not enjoying it. Whatever it is, just pay attention. Just notice that's how it is right now. Or you may have a joyful experience, a rejuvenating experience. more energy in your body, knowing that you're doing something important, just paying attention to the life in your body. If you suddenly realize that you want to do something else, oh, I forgot to do that, or unless I do it right now, I will not remember. It's okay. Just say to your mind, let's put it away for the time being. Once I'm done with my meditation, then I'll attend to that thought. I will attend to that task. Don't need to do it right now and right away. Right now, I'm sitting here, me, my body, and my breath, and I'm paying attention to my nostrils. How are my nostrils reacting to the breath? I see that we have just about 5 minutes left for our meditation. Just so you know, we have planned to meditate for 15 minutes together. 5 more minutes. Only 5 more minutes. And we have decided, we're going to meditate for 5 more minutes. We're going to do it with me, live, right now. Pay attention to your nostrils. By paying attention to the breath, you are becoming very aware of all the details that are going on in your nostrils. And now we have already finished Almost 13, 14 more minutes. We have another minute to go. Pay attention to the nostrils. Breathe in, I pay attention to my nostrils. Breathe out, I do the same. Breathe in, nostrils. Breathe out, nostrils. If there is any itching, scratching, just notice. Notice that each breath is different. No one breath is just exactly the same as the previous one. Everything changes, even the breath. The of the breath changes moment by moment. Breathe in, notice. Breathe out, notice. At this point, we are going to slowly wind down our meditation because we have already meditated for 15 minutes. As I said yesterday, the way to stop your meditation is say 3 times in your mind and pay attention to what you're saying. Pay attention to the meaning of what you're saying. Breathe in, I smile. Breathe out, I'm okay. Breathe in, I smile. Breathe out, I'm okay. Breathe in, I smile. Breathe out, I'm okay. And now open your eyes slightly at first and then all the way. So I would like to tell you what you just did and why you did that. Any mindfulness training, formal training, always begins with concentration practice. The meditation we did, the breath awareness meditation, not only makes us very aware of our body, meaning the nostrils in this case, but also it's helping us to bring our mind back to our breath each time we find it wandering around. By doing it on a regular basis, you will develop better concentration, better focus. And that is first step towards becoming more and more mindful or openly aware of a lot of different things that go on with you and also with the world around you, of your experiences. But first, for if you were a monk, you would be doing this for I don't know how long, for the longest period of time. But because we are householders, we are going to do it only for 1 week. But believe me, 1 week is quite long for practicing daily breath awareness meditation. I would urge you to practice it even outside of this session, even if it is just for 2 minutes at a time. Pay attention to your breath and see if you can sustain your attention. And if not, that's okay. That's the mindful moment. Come back to the breath. There is a training that is called Vipassana or Vipassana. Vipassana or Vipassana again comes from the Buddhist tradition. There are different sects of Buddhism. Vipassana is heavily practiced primarily in Theravada type of Buddhism, which is supposed to be the most ancient, most traditional way of practicing Buddhism. If you go to a long Vipassana retreat, you will see that the first few days are spent the whole day long. All you're doing is doing breath awareness meditation, bringing your attention back to the breath the whole time. And by doing that again, you become ready to go to the next step of mindfulness meditations, which we will do next week. This week, I have one question which I would like to answer. The question was, somebody's friend, one person's friend was, friend, they're swimming. And if we are doing swimming, the person claims that he really focuses on the breath when they are swimming. Or sometimes when you're doing yogasana, you focus on your breath. And is that something that will that count as mindfulness, breath awareness meditation? I have to say, when you are doing something and also paying attention to the breath, yes, you are developing focus and concentration to a certain degree, but it's not the single focused mindfulness that we are developing, single focus concentration that we are developing by doing breath awareness meditation only. So it's a different experience. Breath awareness, when you are sitting and doing it, will also could give you a different kind of maybe spiritual experience. So in that sense, I would urge you to do only breath awareness, not with other activities. Yes, you can do it with other activities, but in addition, make sure you do just breath awareness meditations. And another person is saying that Wendy is saying that I notice the itching of my nose, but most of putting up my heartbeat. It seems to beat so hard. Is that usual? Wendy, yes, it is usual. First of all, you notice itching of your nostrils, I assume. Yeah, of your nose. I want to tell something about that. Yeah, sometimes this area does itch, or even this area, or somewhere you start noticing things. But don't worry about it. Just don't react. Don't have to scratch, and the itching will go away. Same thing with the heartbeat. Yes, it is common when you're paying attention to your body. Your heartbeat, for some people, it may seem like it's beating faster. But just relax your shoulders. There isn't anything you need to do. If there is anything medical you're concerned about because of a history, obviously consult the doctor. But otherwise, just notice, yes, my heart is beating faster. But your job is to go back here. Okay? And Kate says that, thanks, I feel great now. And yes, breath awareness can be a refreshing experience. After all, you are giving energy to your body and you're paying attention. You're doing it with awareness. So I'm going to say bye to you, and I'm going to see you tomorrow morning for me. It's in India right now, it's evening time, which is morning time in the US and accordingly in other places in the world. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to go live again with all of you, and we are going to do third type of breath awareness meditation. And I hope you enjoy the third type as well. One more time, please see which one suits you better. And then during the day, whenever you get a chance, 2 minutes even, try to do that specific type of meditation. So enjoy your breath, and I will see you tomorrow morning. Bye for now.